What's up, guys? Give me a second while I adjust everything so y'all can hear me a little bit better. All right. So, let me go ahead and text my... All right. So, welcome. Welcome to Touchy Subjects with yours truly, Christia. All right. The only reason that I'm going to go ahead and start this is because I feel that it is only necessary due to the fact that everyone that I have seemed to come in contact with in this world has become a complete asshole. I want to start by saying there is a trigger warning to this. We will be talking about many different things. Today, I'm going to try to stick on the subject with horrible bosses, going through crazy shit, being spoke to like a dog, this, that, what, and the other. But this is a trigger warning. If you suffer from PTSD because of some of the subjects we talk about, I want to let you know that this is not for you. If you have any problems with like epilepsy or anything like that, you don't have to worry because I don't have any strobe lights going off or anything like that. I'm not going to try to have a party, guys. But judging from the past few experiences that I've had, I feel that it is only fair that I go ahead and start talking about this because nobody else seems to want to talk about it. And I'm over this shit. So if I may, I'm going to start by saying I was working for starting at a very young age, and to proceed with this video is going to be proceeded with caution. I want you to know that I am very entertaining when I want to be. I will be talking about subjects that people do not want to talk about, and it's okay if your opinion matters to me. But the stuff that will be coming as follows very shortly will be things that are experiences that I have lived, things that I have just recently done, and things that I am currently going through. And maybe there could be some referencing that you yourself watching could be beneficial towards me, or something that I say that I share could be beneficial as well. This is my first time starting this podcast. So hello, I am Christia. I live in Orlando, Florida, and I'm currently having a good time in life, but having a hard time getting through the adventure of life. So I feel that because there's so many people being entertaining, sometimes people just need to speak up and talk about the things that are really bothering. So that's what we're going to do. I want you to know that this is going to be an absolute balls to the wall, very open chat, very open podcast. This will be whatever I can possibly make it and help another person the way I have not been helped. So we're going to dive right in. All right. Well, each and every one of you know that we're always going to have the bad seed, no matter where we go. Okay. With that in mind, I know there's a lot of people that are out there that are going through famine and having a hard time paying their bills and stuff like that. But the problem that I seem to be facing a lot more regularly is going to be people that are working with private companies that are not franchise companies, that are not global. These are little private companies that only have one specific owner. Someone's already talking about me. One specific owner, and you can't go any further. It's 420. So the problem is that your voice cannot be heard. So I'm hoping that my voice can be heard for you. Okay. I'm not here for the views. I'm not here for people to come on and be nasty and rude. So keep your nasty comments to yourself. You will be blocked and removed. Further going, I want to say that you are not alone. There's going to be so many different places you go through in the world where you question your existence because of the treatment received from the management end. Okay. Now, I am currently with a company now that I'm not going to disclose much, but it is a restaurant. It is a private restaurant. And today we had a private function coming, and it was also absolutely awesome. They have mimosas that are really, really good, and they are bottomless, so people come in on the weekends to enjoy them. The problem is, if someone wants to change something on the menu, most chefs you meet nowadays, they don't even bother saying anything about somebody not wanting this or not wanting that. But when a person literally yells at you and tells you that there's no changing the menu, it's a bit startling. But when they tell you if they order something that they don't like, it's on them and you need to tell them that, that's where I draw the line. So today, my patrons were enjoying some of the bottomless mimosas, and one gentleman had went to grab a glass, and he had only had like 2 glasses of mimosa, which are about this big. So 4 ounces, roughly. I'm sorry, about 8 ounces, roughly, excuse me. I'm thinking of the little souffle cups. No, we're talking about 8 ounces, okay? A little more than 4, definitely 8. And the kid knocks over the water. Not a problem. I had no problem cleaning it up. I went over there and dabbed it up and stuff like that. And as I'm walking back the other way, this manager comes up to me and says, get a mop, go over there where all of that is under that table and clean that shit up. Also, you can cut them off because they're fucking up my floor. Get them their checks, get them the fuck out. I'm sorry, what? Come again? I don't think I fucking heard you. Okay. So there's a lot of people in the world that are going through this kind of thing where you have really asshole bosses that talk to you and treat you like shit. And it's not okay. It's not okay, not at the least bit. I feel that people are more inclined once, affirmation is a big thing for me. If you tell me I'm doing a great job, fuck yeah, I'm going to go harder and do even better. I'm going to take it a step further. But the problem that we're having time and time and time again is these employers that have private companies are treating the staff, the wait staff, the bartenders, the servers, the people that come in and mop the floor with such disrespect and undignified treatment. I'm absolutely floored at how these people stay in business. Food is great. I have nothing bad to say about the food, but folks, there's a time and a place for somebody to be nasty and rude, and being that in an employer is not okay. People that are treated like shit are not going to want to stay. You want to rather such a high turnover rate in different restaurants, why you can't seem to see the same server the next time you come in and it's a week later? I'll tell you why. Because employers nowadays treat their wait staff like dog shit. Talk to them like they're nothing. Treat them like they don't exist. And then they wonder why these people fucking snap, lose their shit, and get knocked the fuck out. Okay? Like, there's a lot of people in the world that are dealing with a lot of mental health problems. They're dealing with parents dying or a death in the family, a best friend having cancer. Like, everybody's going through something different. If you are the owner of a business and you are an employer, whether you have stress or not, there's not going to be a perfect day every single day. Well, I'm trying to make it as easy for my kitchen. It's not about making it easy. What your customer wants is what your customer wants. If they have a dairy or a gluten allergy, and you put cheese or bread anywhere near their plate, they could die. But no, you can't do that. That's not allowed. So I'm absolutely floored at how people are being treated at employers nowadays. I get it. Most chefs have a set menu. They don't want nobody messing it up. I completely get that. But when you have somebody that's new coming in and trying to do the best that they can with what they've got, the person that trained them was like all over the place and it was hard to keep up. So you're told per verbatim, the management, hey, if you have a question about something, just ask. So when people do that, the management and the employers make it so damn difficult for their wait staff. The wait staff is terrified to even bring anything up. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about shit. And I'm sorry, but that's not okay. I may never make it famous, and I'm not here for that, but I think it's really fucked up that employers can treat their wait staff, and mind you, these are the same people withholding paychecks from the wait staff that is still coming to work every day without that paycheck. And then when the person asks for a paycheck, they blow off the handle. Then what can you do? I'll tell you what you can do. You can start by calling a lawyer, a labor and wage or labor and whatever attorney, labor, wage, and hour attorney, or you can contact the Better Business Bureau and make sure that you bring it up. You can contact, I wouldn't say the police department because police don't really do much of shit. So that's another thing. Unless you're bleeding, dying, or you have a gun in your hand, that's the only time a cop will respond now because of all the shit they've got going on in the world. But I cannot fathom to you enough in words just how much this world has treated others that are in the employment as far as like the service industry, whether you're a server, you're a bartender, you're a bar back, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who the fuck you are. Your employer needs to have an equal respect. Now, I was raised in the South, and where I come from, yes, ma'am, no, sir, yes, sir. You open the door for older people. You help them with groceries if you see it. There is no more of that. People don't do that anymore. And my daughter is going to have to grow up through the shit that I'm already going through. And I'll be damned if someone is going to talk to my child the way that I was talked to today and the way that I'm talked to every day at my job. No employer, I don't give a fuck if you make billions of dollars. You don't have any right, any business speaking to your wait staff and your employees like they are shit. They don't deserve that. These people are coming to work faithfully every single day, clocking in at the right fucking time, doing their job, not saying a word, not batting a lash, getting shit done. And these are the same people that are getting talked to like they're this fucking tall. That's a problem to me. That's a big fucking problem. I don't like that. And I'm sure a lot of people that are going through it don't like it either. If a manager is going to look at you and say, get him up, get over there, clean that shit up in front of people, there's no telling how these people treat their own family. Okay? I know I come from the South and my views are a little bit different from other people, but that doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter at all what a person's views are. That doesn't matter. That doesn't determine the way that they work or how their ethics are for coming to work and doing their job and going home. It's like a catch-22. The better you do, the worse it gets. I get it. Misery loves company, but come on, man. I worked for a job previous to the one I'm at now that was evading taxes. They were not claiming taxes fully. I mean, we're not claiming tips fully on the thing. People could just write down what they want. That's tax evasion. The same person was calling my current job, slandering my name, violating my HIPAA by telling them my personal health problems, which I do have mental health problems, but I disclosed that confidential with my boss, like the exact reasons and what was going on. And these same lips turned and sank a ship by telling my employer the same thing. So now my current employer is treating me a certain way. And listen, people get fed the fuck up with being treated like shit at a job. You can only be treated like shit for so fucking long before you literally fucking snap. There's not enough analogies to actually hit on the nose to the T of what each and every person has had to experience and had to go through. Okay. So for right now, whoever's watching this, you work a job, you work your ass off. Does your boss or do they appreciate you? Do they tell you, hey, you're doing a great fucking job? I want you to know that. Don't ever think, I don't appreciate you, because I do. You make shit happen. You get shit done. I like that. I'm glad you're my employee. If you don't have somebody that talks to you like that, or they talk to you like you're a fucking dog, you're in the wrong business, buddy. You got to get out of there. That's what I did. I left my last employer. And because I decided, hey, I'm going to be the voice to speak for my fucking self, because nobody else is going to stand up for me. Only my voice is going to stand up for me. I can send my husband in, my daughter in, my mother in, my father in, my brother, my cousin, my uncle. You can send anybody in to talk to somebody, and it doesn't matter. They're going to feel however the fuck they feel about you, and there ain't shit you can do about it. I'm not worried about how people feel towards me. If I gave a fuck about how people felt about me, I wouldn't be here. I have been walked on like the concrete in a theme park. I have been used like a Tampax tampon and thrown out. And one thing that I haven't lost was my faith in myself. And I didn't lose hope. I just kept on and kept on and kept on, because I knew no matter what bad shit was thrown my way, something better was going to come out of it. So whoever's watching this, just know, if your employer doesn't respect you, there's nothing you can fucking do about it, man. You're going to have to swallow your pride. You're going to have to be the strongest, most courageous person you can be, and be like, look, man, even if it takes you going and sitting down with the boss and being like, hey, listen, I don't know if I've done something to hurt your feelings. I don't know if I have said something the wrong way, or if I've rubbed you the wrong way. I apologize, but can we talk about this? Then there's employers that treat their employees with such disrespect and talk to them like they're nothing, to the point where that employee no longer feels value for life, no longer feels like they're doing the right thing. And these are the same kind of people like me with mental health problems. You treat somebody with mental health problems enough like shit, and they're probably going to lose it. Again, this goes back to the beginning. You can only experience and go through so much shit before you snap. Like, there's no going back. When you do something bad, you can't take it back. So I live my life by a specific quote and meaning. And I say meaning because when I say it, you're going to be like, wow, okay. I live my life by being the change that this world needs to see. If I'm going to be treated like shit, I'm going to be even sweeter to the next person. I know exactly what the meaning is when they say kindness kills, because it can. You can tell the most angriest person in the world, the sweetest thing, and it would piss them off more than anything in this world. But if you're not valued, and you don't feel valued, and every corner you open, every door that's opened in front of you or closed behind you, and nobody treats you with respect, I don't think it's you. I think it's just this fucking world needs help bad. And I hate to say it, but there's no politician, no fucking president, no SWAT team, no cop, no governor, no nothing that can fucking save us from the damage that's about to come. Nobody. You can't stop God. There's no way. And if you don't believe in God, that's okay too. Again, your opinion matters. If you don't want to talk about God, I won't bring it up. That's not what I'm here for today. But I have to say, too many days, every single day, employers are treating their fucking staff like they are shit. They're not paying them. They're withholding their paychecks just because they don't like them. They treat them like shit, give them the big ass workloads. The black people get treated like slaves. The white people get put up on a pedestal. And this is everywhere. This is everywhere. A black manager could give a white person the best feeling in the world, but the moment that it's been there for a while and you're in part of the furniture, that's when you start to see the true nature of that person unfold. People are always gonna white knuckle it until they get you on that team. Just like an asshole piece of shit that wants to marry a woman shows her, I'm the best man in the world. I'm the man for the job. Yeah. and beats her ass on her wedding night. Yeah, that's a real man. A man that puts his hands on a woman, you're a pussy. You are a pussy. You have a vagina, probably worse and uglier than a vagina that has been absolutely torn apart. I don't stand for any man hitting a woman. And I don't know if maybe employers feel like, oh, okay, well, I'm getting my ass beat at home by my boy. So maybe I'm going to go to work and treat all the guys like shit because my husband beats me. Not mine. Mine loves me. But I'm saying in general. Employers are not going to sit you down and tell you what they're going through, but they're damn sure going to take it out on you. And there ain't fucking shit you can do about it. You're just going to have to stand there in that corner. Not today, Satan, about 4,000 times and pray to God or whoever you believe in and be like, look, dude, take the whole fucking car because I can't do this shit. I'm about to kill this bitch. The way that I was talked to today at my job, get them up, go over there, get that water, get that shit up, get them the fuck out of here. I have never in my life been spoke to by even my own family the way that I was spoke to today by my manager. But I can assure you, I pulled up my big girl panties because I was wearing them today. And I put on my big girl shoes because I already had shoes on. I did my shift and I walked the fuck out. And do you think I'm ever going to return? No. Do you think I owe them an explanation? No. If you're an asshole, you don't deserve me. If I work hard for your company and make $400 a fucking day, obviously I'm doing my job right. This is my 5th day on the floor, mind you. Yeah. And I'm already about $700 in. And I don't agree with employers taking your paid credit card tips and putting them on your paycheck you get 2 weeks later. But if you're training, make that 3 weeks. So right now I'm dealing with jerks, cowards, narcissistic people that think that their shit don't stink because they own a company. That doesn't mean shit. I own my own company. Do you see me acting like a stuck-up bitch? Do you see me talking to my employees like they're nothing? No. You know why? Because I have couth. I have respect. Something a lot of this fucking world needs to learn. Motherfuckers wonder why people go into fucking places and spray them. The innocent die too. That's the shitty part. It doesn't matter if you're guilty of doing something or not. Even if somebody's coming after you, they're going to take somebody else with them. That's kind of how the employers are towards me and everyone else here in the city. I have friends that won't even work downtown in Orlando where it's bank off of Church Street. They won't even touch downtown Orlando because of the way that the employers treat their staff. What the fuck is going on? You have someone coming into your job you pay to do and do it well, and they do it. And you treat them like they're fucking nobody. I'm sorry. I have no place in my heart to understand how someone can treat someone so fucking nasty. I don't get it. I never will get it. But I tell you what, everybody has their niche for something. And eventually, y'all see all the art shit behind me. I am an artist. I do a lot of crazy shit. Matter of fact, you see this right here? I just painted what's left of this rainbow thing behind me. Yeah, I crocheted that. Let's see what else we got in here. Shit, fuck, I got so much in here. Oh, I got stuff behind me I'm working on. Like, I do all kinds of stuff. I am a Jacqueline of all trades. But if I'm working for a company and I'm doing something wholeheartedly, you know how they say give your best and sometimes your best isn't enough? Well, it's becoming an absolute steady fucking pattern. You go to a new job, they make you feel like you're the first person and the only person in the whole fucking world, and then out of nowhere, when you get out of training and you start getting acclimated and you start becoming part of the furniture, you do your job, one small fucking mistake turns into the biggest fucking problem, and it makes absolutely no sense. And then people want to bring political views in it. If you vote for Biden, good. If you vote for Trump, good. If you vote for Hillary, good. I don't give a fuck who you vote for. I care about you as a person. Political views, stress that you have going on, I don't care. I expect to be respected the way I respect others, and that's not the case anymore. We don't have that anymore. That doesn't happen. People think that they get a little bit of seniority and they get a whole fucking lot of privilege. That's like that pretty girl privilege shit. Just because you're pretty does not mean I'm going to fucking give you free shit and bow down at your toes. No, bitch. You're going to work as hard for your shit like I had to work for mine. This roof I have over my head, I didn't do it just from fucking sitting around smiling pretty. No. I had a lot of work I had to do as a person, for myself, for my family, because I'm a recovering addict. I am a recovering addict of 15 years. 15 years sober. Sober. From heroin, cocaine, pills. Now the only thing I do, smoke my pot. Sue me. I'm a stoner. I'm sorry. Doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter who you are, who you vote for, what house you live in. All of our grave sizes are going to be the fucking same. 6 foot by probably 5 foot or 4 foot, depending on how big your casket is or box or urn or whatever. That doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. But I just cannot understand and process how employers can get away with treating people like shit and nobody does a fucking thing. You call the Better Business Bureau because you're not getting your paycheck. You call corporate on a company that's a big franchise or corporately owned, have 20 fucking million stores around the United States. You call corporate, then they fucking retaliate, fire you. That's not okay. Call a fucking lawyer. You want some good lawyers? I got you some. You got Dan Newland for the auto attorney one here in Orlando. You got the Morgan & Morgan, which is fucking global. So you can have a field day with them. You got Carlos Leach, which is the labor law firm here in Orlando. There's so many different places you can call. If you are having problems with your employer, I can promise you there is a fucking answer. Right now, I don't have an answer for my employer, so that's okay. That's why I have a lawyer, and a really fucking good one. Your employer treating you like shit, that's a form of fucking abuse, man. That's a form of abuse. Verbal and mental abuse. You talk to somebody, go clean that fucking shit up. And they're standing across the room and they got their head down and they finally look up and make eyes with you and you're over there like looking at them like you want to fucking kill them, bro. I promise you I'm the right one. That's what happened today. But I did what I did everything I could to maintain myself, because I've grown spiritually and personally through the last 15 years of my life that I've been away from drugs and alcohol, with the exception of pot, the only thing that keeps me fucking normal. And my coffee. I love my Cafe Bustelo. People wake up every day. It's built into their body. I get up, I go to work. I get up, make my coffee, brush my teeth, or finish the coffee first, brush your teeth, take your dogs out, walk them around, let them shit in the yard, grab it, throw it away, blah, 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 whatever. And it's a routine. People get into a routine every single day. So when someone's used to going to a job, someone's used to doing something, and they're there for a long period of time, I feel like maybe the management might be a little more lenient, but it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter how fucking long you are working for a company. You deserve respect, just like the next fucking person. I don't give a shit if you're a famous basketball player. I'm not going to kiss your ass. I don't give a fuck if you're an ice skater that won a 20 million gold Olympic medals. I don't care. I'm still going to treat you like a human being, nothing more and nothing less. You're going to get the same respect that I give everyone, and that is, hi, how are you today? Is there anything I can do to help you? And there's no fake nothing behind this face. What you see is what you get. I am country bound, cornbread fed, and don't give a fuck. And not a lot of people like that here in the city. Do you think I care? Nope. I drink my coffee wherever my water's at. Shit, I'm going to have to get my water here soon. But people don't deserve that. Because these same people that are getting treated like shit from their employer are the same fucking people that go home and have to deal with a wife having cancer, kids having lymphedema or having seizures, or them also having like leukemia, cancer. It's not okay. It's not the fuck okay. And I am so fucking tired of employers being able to treat their staff like they don't fucking matter. They're the reason you have a fucking company running, you piece of shit. Your front of house is making sure that you have something for the back of house to do. Your back of house is making sure that your front of house has food, made, prepared however it needs to be prepared, all kinds of shit done. There's no reason for you to treat them like they're nothing. Because I can promise you they probably won't show up the next day unless they're fucking desperate. It's not okay. That should have been the description for this video. It's not okay. But these are touchy subjects. A lot of people do not want to talk about an employer being fucking rude. I have let's say a former coworker, former as of today, I had a former coworker that has been working for the company that I just left for 2 months without being paid because they don't like him. So they're holding his check back. Bro, you do that with my money and watch how crazy I get. Y'all don't fuck with people with problems. Do not do that. This is why I'm making this video, because I know that there's someone out there that's about ready to murder their fucking employer and kill their manager because they're tired of being spoke to like they're fucking shit when they have enough bullshit going on in their life, and the only thing that they have to look forward to, honestly, is getting up and going to work and having a little bit of space away from the kids screaming and yelling, little bit of space away from the wife being like, do this, do that, wipe my ass, kiss this, you know, or being bothered by shit. You know, sometimes work can be a place for people to get out and get away. It's an escape, or escape, as I like to say. Hi, Luna. If you guys see my cat, she'll be jumping up back here shortly, so my apologies. But I made this video, and I'm going to continue making videos and talk about shit that people don't want to say and don't want to bring up, because how many people want to look on live right here on YouTube in the middle of God only knows how many people will probably see this and be like, hey, my employer won't pay me, or my employer talked to me like I was a dog, or my employer just goes out of her way to be a bitch to me and talks to me like a dog in front of my customers. But when she's around this person, or she's not around this person, she doesn't do that. That is a fake person. And it fucking infuriates me to know that people like that can run a company and nothing gets done about it when they treat their fucking staff like shit. It's not okay. It's not okay. And I know that there's going to be a lot of people that are probably, I don't know the statistics, but I'm going to roughly say probably 28% of the world's population right now either A, is fed up and leaving their job, or B, on the verge of quitting. And the other 88%, like I was going to say, the other 88% are like, okay, well, I'm just going to stay here and not bat a lash and keep my mouth shut, because if I say anything, they're going to fire me. Wrong. That's retaliation. That is a fucking lawsuit. Let me remind you, ladies and gentlemen, if you sit in an office and you tell your manager personal things about yourself and there's no one else in there, that's confidentiality. Once those lips leave that fucking room and go to another person and start doing this shit, that's a fucking violation. That's a lawsuit. You aren't getting your money because your employer has a problem with you, that's a fucking lawsuit. You get treated like shit because your boss doesn't like you, that's not a lawsuit. That's just harassment. But that can become a lawsuit. But the moment that they start telling your patrons, your regulars, other people, and saying your name right behind it, that is slander and decimation of character. That is also a lawsuit. Then you can get them for pain and suffering. You can get them for the mental health problems that follow, because what person in their right mind that is working their ass off of a fucking 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 or whatever fucking 5 o'clock job, 5 in the morning to 12 at night, all my first, second, and third shift people, everybody that's working in the world, who wants to leave from their home that's already a fucking nightmare probably, screaming kids, barking dogs, stressful life. You go to work, you're like, now I can meet people I don't fucking know and never have to see again, and have to deal with a manager that's and bringing your fucking vibe down. That's not okay, man. That's not fucking okay. Somewhere, some way, someone is going to have to fucking pay. And they've got the right one with this crazy bitch, I promise. But the thing is, I have a daughter, and I'm not the person that I used to be. So I'm having a really hard time keeping my ducks in a row. Most of them want to wander and go all over the place, but that's okay. Again, that's growth. You're not going to be perfect. Each and every person that wakes up every day isn't going to be like, I am so perfect. And if they are, they need to be knocked the fuck out, because that's not, that is not okay. Yes, Risk, you are right. Everyone is fucking miserable. And you know what the shit part is? They're going to take all of us out with us, or with them, excuse me. It seems like if you vote for this person or if you vote for that person, you're a fucking piece of shit. If you speak on this and someone doesn't have an opinion on that, they fucking hate you. And then it's war. And that's not okay. It's not okay at all. Everyone is having problems in this world. And the way that I see it, I would love to say get counseling, but the counseling portion here, that's where it's a fucking joke. Because you could look at a person that has never done a drug in their life, never stolen anything from a store, never had a car stolen, basically blue collar family, straight narrow path, and there's nothing that you can say or do that will make them ever know what you are going through enough for them to sit across the fucking table and be like, oh, how do you feel about yourself today? So you tell them the truth, and then they want to call the fucking crazy van to come pick you up and lock you down. That's not okay. When you talk to a therapist, you should be able to disclose how you truly feel without them judging you. Everybody in the world has felt like they wanted to fucking kill themselves. And everybody now really wants to do it. There's people dying left and right. There's probably billions that have already died now within the past 2 weeks. And it ain't from just health, dude. It's from being fed the fuck up. People can die of broken hearts. People can die of not having the love and nurturing that they need in their life enough to feel like they can keep going. And employers are not making it better. You guys are our source of fucking income. You want us to do a good job? Then fucking tell us we do a good job. Don't sit there and tell us that we're fucking, go over there and clean that shit up. Bitch, you got one more fucking time to talk to me like that. I'm going to fucking leg you. Oh, boy, Jesus. God, these fucking hands. Before I got him to this bitch's face, because no. This is why I smoke pot. This is why I fucking smoke pot. And you're right. My friend Risk, you are fucking right. This whole world is so miserable. Everything is going to hell in a handbasket. And I'm trying so hard to maintain my sanity, man. It's beyond words. And I'm sure you're feeling the exact same way. It's not okay, man. I feel like I'm 37 years old. I grew up in the 80s. I grew up in the value of yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. We were the last of the feral kind. We were the last of our kind. Generation X it is. Last of, we don't wear shoes. We run around outside barefoot because that's how that goes. We are the last of the feral kind because we drank out of hoses. Sinks were not an option. We got locked out of the house for 12 hours. You got to take a shit? Good. Go out there behind your playhouse. You can use that big leaf on the poinsettia. Oh, you got to go pee-pee? Good. Go over there and go swimming. Go pee in the pool. It's chlorine in it. It'll kill it. Oh, you want to take a shower? Good. Go jump in. But I just peed. Good. Go wash off in the pee that you just peed in the pool. Or go find a tree. Like, we had it rough. We drank out of sinks. And we drank out of hoses because we didn't die from drinking it. Now people can't even drink water from the tap, man. I have water in my sink. It doesn't stink. It doesn't smell bad. But the iron on it causes so much of that nasty, like, buildup. And it's hard water. So it's got all that white cakey shit. It's making people crazy. And I really think it has something to do with that. But on the contrary, that is no excuse for someone to be an asshole. That is no fucking excuse for an employer not to pay their employee because they don't fucking like them. Set your ignorant views to the side, asshole. Pay your fucking employee. You want him to keep coming back? Aren't you tired of training people? Isn't 16 employees in 2 months excessive? What the fuck is wrong? And you know what the fucking best part is? My first fucking day on the floor at the place I just left, they were being served with a lawsuit, bro. I had, my first table was a process server. And I was wondering why he didn't physically pick up his book. Like, this blew my mind. This was a fucking red flag, to say the least. But I didn't say anything. I didn't think anything. I was just absolutely floored. So I go to this man. I sit him down. Hey, man, what's up? Welcome to so-and-so. I'm Christia. I'll be your server for today. Would you like a beer? Would you like this? What you got going on? No. I think I'm just going to sit here. Mind you, this man was built like a brick shit house. Okay. If you're not familiar with those words, he was huge. He looked like the man that ate the man I was looking at. And it wasn't fat. It was all muscle. So he sat there for a minute. and he was on his phone and he was drinking water. I also noticed that that's another red flag. Why are you sitting there drinking water and you're not ordering anything? This is bizarre. So the owner comes in and I'm like, oh, hey, so-and-so. This man gets up from his chair, walks over to the computer where I am standing at and says, hi, I'm so-and-so. I am serving. You are being served with blah, blah, blah. You are being sued from blah, 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 blah. I wanted to just drop to the floor. I didn't know what to do or say. I had never been in some kind of situation like that to where it was put in that position. I had never been put in a position like that because I've never worked for employers that would be are being sued by someone else. So that's another red flag. Also, these same employers are the same ones that will not let you use another trash bag when changing the trash because they're trying to save money. So you need to dump the trash out of that trash bag and put it back in the bathroom. Okay. Right. And this makes sense. How? Isn't that like contamination? Like there were tampons in there. That's fucking gross. Why would you want to reuse the bag? So I'm telling you, there's some fucking quacked ass employers in this world, and it's not getting any better. There's so many people that have been treated like so much shit and have had to leave their jobs and start over. There are so many families that have had to sit down and explain to their wife and kids why they had to leave their job and explain why, and please don't give up hope on me, why they had to leave. And now they're having to start over. I've had to start over so many times. I've probably had over 100 jobs in my entire life. And that includes odds and ends jobs. You know what I mean? But people from the country seem to be more kind. People from the South, Georgia, Tennessee, South Carolina, Alabama, nice people. There's something going on with the rest of the world because obviously people that aren't from the South weren't raised on the views and the values that we were. And that's okay. To each their own, right? Okay. Well, if a person is going through something and all they're trying to do is better their self, they're trying to build a foundation in which to grow so that they have. Oh, someone's shooting off fireworks. I thought that was gunshots. Help me, Jesus. I'm wondering if LSU or FSU won. I don't know. I've been on here for 40 minutes and I didn't even think to look. I could look on my phone, but people that are trying to better themselves every single day by getting up, going to work, taking care of their family, taking care of their kids, doing the right thing. These are the same people that are getting spoke to like dogs every single day. And the more you treat the staff that works for your restaurant, your business, your whatever, like shit, the less they're going to work harder for you, the less they're going to want to come to work, the less they're going to want to give it their all because their all is not good enough in your fucking eyes. And that's not okay. Sometimes I have absolutely witnessed people being discriminated against because they have a missing finger. Oh, well, I need you to pick this up. I'm sorry. I'm kind of challenged with that. Getting treated like shit. People not getting paid because the manager doesn't like them, but they're still coming to work. You don't pay me, you ain't going to see me. You treat me with disrespect, that's okay. But you yell at me in front of a patron and you tell me to grab a mop and go get that shit up just like that, yeah, you ain't going to have me for long. I'm sorry. That happened to me today. That's why I did this video, because employers are fucked up and they don't treat their people with respect anymore. There's no respect from any employer at all. And they wonder why there's such a high fucking turnover rate. You wonder why people ain't working right now? Because people don't feel valued. They don't feel like they matter when they go to work. And yes, sometimes people do go to work and enjoy their job. They want to hear affirmation. Hey, man, I just want to say thanks. You did a great job yesterday. It's okay. I know you cut your finger off, man, but I really appreciate you doing what you did. I thank you. That's how I was raised. I'm a business owner. I always appreciate my employees. And I appreciate anybody that I come in contact with because we're not promised tomorrow. Why are you going to spend your life being an asshole for the rest of your life? It's not going to matter because when you die, being an asshole doesn't matter. The only thing you're going to be known for is being an asshole. And I'm not going to be that person. People know me from standing up and saying what I know is right. And employers do not deserve to be employers or owners of businesses if they are going to treat and talk to people like they are fucking shit. I had a really good friend that slit her fucking wrists because her boss told her that you're not doing a good enough job. What the fuck is wrong with you? And this girl literally went home, called her whoever else, tried getting help. People, the same people that look you in their face and say, hey, if you need anything, call me. She called them. They weren't there for her. She fucking killed herself. There's no going back. People are very sensitive nowadays, politically correct. If you don't say the right thing, you're wrong. I told a girl at my last job, I was like, dude, you are so pretty. You are so skinny. You make me want to puke. Like, she took that as an insult because the little fucking troll that was standing next to her put it in her ear that it was an insult. People seem to do a lot of this, but they don't do a lot of this. And when I say this, I mean fighting back. When they do fight back, they get shut down. When they do stand up for what's right, they get shut out. It's not okay. We are given a right to speak. We are given the amendment of freedom of speech, and we're not allowed to speak. You tell your employer, hey man, is there something wrong? Did I do something to upset you? Have I said something wrong? Because you've been really nasty to me today. You spoke to me like I was absolute garbage. And I feel like if something's wrong, maybe we can talk about it. Maybe if I've done something, like tell me what I've done. No, there's no communication. And then the same employer that says, hey, if you have a problem, just talk to me. Fuck no, I don't want to speak to you, you fucking arrogant ass. I don't even want to fucking look at you. I loathe it the mere look at your face. You are a fucking piece of shit. You talk to me like I'm nothing. For what? Because I bring in a burger that doesn't want fucking lettuce and tomato? What the fuck? So, this world is fucked. And there ain't a fucking thing we can do about it. We're going to keep getting treated like shit. And people are going to keep getting away with whatever the fuck they want to do. And people like me are just going to keep making videos and keep standing up on Facebook for what I know is right, because there's that one person that's too shy to be like, hey, I'm being fucked by my employer. What do? Call a fucking lawyer. If they're not giving you your money, call a fucking lawyer. Then you call the Better Business Bureau. If they're not claiming your tips all the way, that's tax evasion. You can file a 39B LBGT ABCD fucking 123 form through the IRS or some shit. I tried to do that too, but I don't understand it. So I said, okay, we're not doing that. Things aren't like they used to be. You can't call someone and be like, hey, I got a problem. No, it's, hi, thank you for calling. You're fucked either way. Press 1 for English. Press 2 for China. Press 3 for Cambodia. Press 4 for fuck you. Press 5 for eat my ass. You press 1 for English. Thank you for, you don't fucking get English. You press 1 for whatever fucking language they speak. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter. Things are not like they used to be, and it fucking sucks. At least the weed's good. That's the only thing that keeps me grounded to this life, is being able to smoke and enjoy it. If you wake up in the morning and you open your eyes and you're able to physically think for yourself, fuck. I hope it's a good day. You are blessed, my friend. If you are waking up and opening your fucking eyes, period, you are fucking blessed. There's a lot of people that are not waking up today. There's a lot of people that will not be waking up tomorrow and the day after that. That's life. But while we're here, we're going to have to start fucking standing up, dudes. Like, we can't take this shit from our employers now. This is not a fucking K. Ain't no motherfucker going to talk to me worse than I've ever been spoke to by my own motherfather, okay? My father is not here anymore. My mother is here, and she ain't never spoke to me like that, and I'll be goddamned if somebody's going to talk to me the way that bitch talked to me at my job today. That's why I will not be returning. Good luck finding a replacement, bitch. You play with fire and you play with a Taurus, you're going to probably get the horns. Yes, I'm a Taurus. I was born in May. I love hard, live hard, work hard, and I'm not going to say get hard because that doesn't happen. But here's the thing. I spent enough time in jail and enough time in prison to teach these motherfuckers just one more lesson. That is my quote. I don't want to go back to prison and I don't want to go back to jail. But the way that the world is working nowadays, it looks like we're not going to have a fucking choice. People want to lock people up for doing dumb shit instead of locking up murderers, locking up fucking pedophiles. I really honestly think that we should let us have our own fucking purge and take out the fucking pedophiles, take out the assholes. But that's the problem. You give somebody a little bit of seniority, they're going to go fucking crazy with it. That's the problem. So dealing with an asshole boss is like dealing with a turd that won't come out. You just got to keep pushing and pushing, and eventually everything will work itself out. I really hope that there are people that know, that see this video. You are worthy, my friend. You are somebody, and you matter. We're not perfect, and every day is a new challenge and adventure. But if you wake up tomorrow, just remember that there are people that love you and absolutely adore your existence. So if there's something going on in life and the only person that you can seem to ever talk to is going to be yourself, that's cool. You guys want to know what I do? I put a swimming pool together outside. I got me one of those little metal frame PVC doodads. A big old ass 12-foot pool. Put that shit in myself. So anytime I come home and have a bad day, I know people have Zen gardens. They've got the sand. They've got the gardens. I garden. I do all kinds of shit. I've got a green finger. I love it. I got my whole backyard is beautiful, full of luscious greenery. And I go out in my swimming pool. I float. I smoke. I choke. And I chill. Float, smoke, choke, and chill. It's better than Netflix and chill, I tell you. So my Zen garden is going out in my swimming pool, knee deep, because it only goes up to my ass cheeks. I didn't want a big swimming pool. I drowned as a child. I'm terrified of water to a certain extent. If it's all one size, we're good. But once I see the dark, I freak the fuck out. So I go out of my swimming pool and I start skimming everything. And you know what? People think I'm crazy because I talk to myself, but I try to tell them I just needed expert advice. The only person that's really ever going to fucking understand you is you, or the person you marry that really loves you and appreciates you. I have a husband that doesn't feel very good, but he's in there making sure that everything he's got for his little animal creatures are good. He's cleaning out his fish tank and checking on our little leopard spotted gecko, Mr. Yoshi, and he's just doing the damn thing. We don't go to bed mad. We don't go to bed angry at each other. We talk things out. We kiss each other goodnight. I do it all the time, man. You have to. And when people look at you and think you're crazy, smile at them. That'll really fuck with them. So I like to do different things and make people feel good. 9 times out of 10, one of the videos that you see out of one of my collections I'm just starting because I'm a musician. Usually you'll see me singing. There's a lot of music on my channel. If you see, there's a lot of covers that people have recorded me doing. But that was years ago, guys. If you want to see me updated, you need to check me out on my Facebook. I haven't done TikTok. I am on TikTok, but I don't do TikTok videos very often. Usually it's like all my art shit. So, and also I would like to share the world how to fucking roll a blunt, but unfortunately that's not possible on TikTok because if it's not politics or something bleeding, you can't post it. You know, because everybody's so fucking PC and butthurt nowadays. So, it feels like you got to have a niche. You got to have something that grounds you and something that keeps you from losing your cool. But the only way that I can do that is like today. I'm still in the clothes I went out in my swimming pool in. Still in the same clothes. And I went out in my swimming pool. I took my skimmer and I was out there talking to myself. Just motherfuckers wonder why people go fucking crazy. I was like, this is going to make a great video later. Meanwhile, my neighbors are looking at me from in between the fence like, this bitch loco, I see. Like, they think I'm crazy, probably. I'm not crazy. I have my best friend with me, and she just happens to be me. So, cheers, motherfucker. Hold on, there's more to come. That's what I tell my haters. So, going back to asshole employers, my last job that I left was actually a billiard hall here in Orlando. And again, going back to the underage girls running it, when I was growing up, it's 21 and up to fuck with liquor. Any kind of spirits, 21 and up. Beer and wine is different. You can work up until you're 18. I mean, to 18 and up for beer and wine, and then 21 and up for liquor, spirits, whatever. Okay, well, there's a girl that's not even 21 serving liquor and beer. And I'm sorry, my best friend is 21 years old, and she knows none of this is pertaining to her. So I love you, girl. You know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to say your name just because I know you hate that. But the thing is, I just lost my train of thought. I fucking hate having ADHD. Oh, the 21-year-old. She's not 21 years old. She's serving alcohol. If you are not responsible enough to fucking drink it, you are not responsible enough to serve it. This girl came to me one day and was like, I was sexually assaulted. I was like, oh, okay, well, here's a taser. Fuck them up. The same girl comes to me and explains the situation as to what happened. She wasn't sexually assaulted. Not at all. She was dressed like a whore and was treated like a whore. And I'm sorry, a woman's body should be a mystery. You shouldn't want to be so fluent with both cheeks hanging out if you're going out to just hang out with your friends and you don't want anyone to bother you. Wear jeans. Cover up them titties. Put your hair up like this and don't wear makeup. But if you dress like a whore, you're going to be treated like a whore. You can't get mad if somebody comes up to you and grabs you and hugs you or rubs up against you or whatever and says, oh my God, I'm sorry, or whatever. Like, oh God, girls these days. Oh, help me, Jesus. So the same girl that I helped, mind you, called my boss the second day I started working and just went off on a tangent and was like, oh, you know what you're getting yourself into and blah, blah, blah. And surprisingly, to my absolute holy shit, my boss said, your problem with her has nothing the fuck to do with me. Grow the fuck up, and hung up the phone. And I commended her for that. But when I had to go into work and explain to someone that I just started working for, I am so fucking sorry. These immature children have nothing better to do than to call and slander my name and try to decimate my character. I'm going to have fun with them too. You see, you piss off a person just the right way, and the vengeance that they return is going to probably not be so favorable on the shit stick end. So if people would start treating people with more respect, I believe that we could have a little bit more smooth sailing things in this life. People won't have to worry about going to work every day and wondering if it's going to be the last day. Am I going to quit my fucking job today? I'm not going to lie to you. For the past 3 days, I've had to get up in a row this past week. I woke up thinking I was going to have a fucking heart attack because I was shaking so much. And I already have high blood pressure that I am not medicated for. I have ADHD that I am not medicated for because my doctor says there's a worldwide shortage of ADHD meds. And Vyvanse doesn't fucking work. So Adderall's the only thing that I can take, but I can't take it. And my brain goes, it's like a Rolodex being constantly. So working in a service industry and having to deal with this shit with people not understanding that and wanting to tell your boss all kinds of bullshit that they don't need to tell, it's embarrassing. And then having to explain yourself is even worse because then it just makes you look like you're just trying to defend yourself. But why are you defending yourself? Because I know who I am. And just like I told the owner in the very day they interviewed me, I said, because this person had been through so much, and I just sat back in the booth. I was like, damn, man, like verbatim, looked at this man in his face and said, damn, what have these people fucking done to you, man? And he's like, I know. I was like, look, I'm not going to be the person to tell you. I'm going to be the person to show you. Okay? And that's all that's going to be. I'm physically disgusted that things cannot be the way that they used to. You go to a job, you clock in, you clock out, nobody fucks with you as long as you do your job. Now it's let me just walk behind this person and do this shit because I have nothing better to do than to take my seniority and my profession and fucking humiliate people. You go ahead and keep doing that there, Miss Karen. You go right on ahead. Bless your little heart. Somebody's going to fuck you up like Percocet on a sunny day summer. Keep on. I don't get it. And the worst thing you could do is fuck with a person that's mentally crazy. Employers have a little spot on your application where it'll ask you, like, do you have any problem performing the functions or whatever? People aren't going to check different things and say yes and no. They're just going to say no. They're not going to say yes because even though they say, oh, that's not going to hinder you from getting a job. Yes, the fuck it will. You tell somebody that you fucking, you've been a felon before and you haven't been in trouble in 10 years. You mark yes, you're fucked. They're still not going to fucking hire you. So, like I said from the beginning, it's a catch-22. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. You're going to work your ass off and do everything you can to fucking support and supply for your family and keep your head afloat. And your employer is just going to keep fucking bothering you and making you feel like you're about to turn around and fucking rip their head off their shoulders. That's not a good thing. And it's every employer. Every fucking employer seems to have a problem with treating their staff and wait staff or whoever works for them with respect. Respect is not earned. I'm sorry. Respect is not apparently given. It's earned nowadays. And where I come from, it don't matter who the fuck you are, what political view you have, what side of the fence you stand on, if you believe in Satan or if you believe in a little green goblin with a dick bigger than yours. Doesn't fucking matter. What matters is who you are, how you treat people, what you do in this life, and how you do it. That's who you are. Your soul, who is inside pushing and making the decisions that they're making or doing the things that they're doing. That is you. Nobody's controlling anything but you. And everyone says, don't get mad at shit you can't control. Listen, an employer is withholding a check, actually 4 checks from one of my former coworkers. And this poor man still shows up to work every single day without that paycheck. And when he inquired about his paycheck, he got his asshole chewed out. That's his money. So dude, there's just so many problems in the world today. And if someone's going through something, they can't wait to take it out on the next person, when in reality, that is not how it's supposed to be. Period. It's not. It's not okay. And this world is going to be a very dark place. Oh shit. No, hold on. This fucking computer. Chat. So fucking right. People are extremely miserable and they have nothing fucking better to do. Nobody to talk to with respect anymore. So shit just keeps getting brushed under the rug and people don't give a fuck. And I give a fuck. I care. I care about how I'm treated. I care about the way my daughter is going to be treated when she goes to these employers, because the experiences that I've had with these employers nowadays, I dare somebody to talk to my baby like that. I fucking dare them. Think to yourself, the way that your boss talks to you now, would you want them talking to your child like that? Because if they do talk to your child like that, you're a whole fucked up breed that I can't even fucking agree with, because that's not okay. Children learn from their surroundings, okay? Let me explain something very quickly. A killer is not born. A killer is made. A felon is not born. A felon is made. A liar is not born. A liar is taught. Okay? Are we seeing a trend here? All right. So racism is not born, it is taught. Discrimination is not born, it is taught. There are so many things going on that are supposed to be taught, but are not done the right way. And that is why shit is happening the way that it is happening. People are not nice anymore. The children that were, I want to say maybe millennials, some of the kids between the years of like 2003 to now can be real fucking assholes. They don't respect people. And this isn't all of them. This is just the majority of the younger millennial era. They don't say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. They don't do things right and expect it to just, be for the good. It's, oh, I'm going to do something for you, but I'm going to need you to do something back. That's why there's no such thing as friends. There are no fucking friends in this world. The only person that's your friend is you. Friends nowadays, it comes with I need you to loan me like $600. Go fuck yourself. I'm not an ATM. And then when you tell them no, they get pissy and never talk to you again. A true friend would be there no matter what. But if a person's just going to call you out of the blue and ask you for money and ask you to do things for them, no, that's not a friend. People nowadays just only call others when they need something, when it's fucking convenient for them. Convenience is not part of life, okay? We are in a very fucked up state. And by state, I mean in a fucked up, we're not in the right minds. Everyone in the world is angry. And the people that are not angry and that are trying to do better and are trying to be better keep getting pushed down, kicked, beaten, killed for just doing what's right. And now it's becoming a problem with employers being kind to people. And the unemployment rate is fucking skyrocketing through the roof because people are tired of being treated like dog shit. You piss off a person enough, they're going to turn into some kind of shit you don't want to see. It doesn't matter what you do in this life, as long as you do it for you, yourself, and your family, because those are the only people that matter. If you have a good set of friends that you keep close by, I am so happy. A friend that can call you every single day and be like, hey, what's up? It might aggravate the shit out of you. That's a real friend. Excuse me. A person that talks to you one day, can go 3 weeks without saying another word, that's not a friend. Or if they say, oh, I'm sorry, I was going through some dark times. Okay, well, I'm your friend, so call me and share those dark times with me and we'll get through this together. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with you calling me at 3 a.m. and telling me I'm hurt, I'm broken. All I want to do is talk. I don't want to kill myself, but I feel like I want to because life is beating me up. I will be that person. I am that voice that will talk to you and tell you it's going to be okay. Because this world is not fair. This world is evil and fucked up, and it's not getting any better. Babe, can you turn off the bathroom light? Please?
Oh, shit, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Sorry, guys. It's okay. I love you. So you treat people with respect, and it's not reciprocated. There's no reciprocation of respect anymore. And I don't know why people just think that being angry and being pissy with the world is what's going to matter. It's not. It's not going to matter at all. As a matter of fact, the more you treat people like shit, the less than likely they are to ever want to see your pathetic, fucked up face again. So, with that in mind, it's damn if you do, damn if you don't at this point. And there's going to be a lot of things that happen in the next coming years that are going to be absolute tongue-in-cheek, smacking your forehead, what the fucking fuck moments. But I want you to remember that you are not alone. Please keep popping in from time to time and come in to see what I've got to say. Or, if you want to talk and you want to bring something up, please, by all means, You are more than welcome to chat. Bottom right corner. You can say whatever you want. Just don't be an asshole. Don't talk to me like shit. I'm not in the mood for that. I'm not going to be the kind of person that's going to sit here and take it. It's okay to share your opinions, but people, you don't have to get nasty if you do. Just don't be an asshole. That's kind of what I want to make as a bumper sticker. Just don't be an asshole. Whatever you do, just don't be an asshole. It's not that hard. So if you are going through not being able to be paid by your employer because they don't like you, or you're still waiting on a check, but you're still showing up to work, no, that's wrong. You need to call somebody about your check. You need to call a lawyer. You need to call the labor board. You need to call the wage and hour. You need to call anybody and everybody that has something to do with your money. I don't think it's okay for employers to be able to have access to that kind of thing, but that's part of the job. That's part of the entail and details. So you just have to kind of go with it. But for those of you that are going through shit and too scared to speak up, don't be. Be courageous. Show them muscles. Show them guns. You see these motherfuckers? No, I didn't get those from being some puny little pussy ass bitch. No, I had to stand up for myself for many years. I was bullied as a child to a very dark part of my life, which I don't care to disclose on public webcam. But I went through very dark parts of my life where I didn't want to be here. And bullying is not okay. If an employer is talking to you like you're a fucking dog, he's a bully. If an employer is holding your money from you because they don't like you, that's a fucking bully. So we all need to get together and take a stand and say, we're not going to fucking take this shit no more. We're not going to be your fucking monkey wrenches. We're not going to be your little bitches and your little do-boys that do what you fucking want and be treated like dog shit in the process. No, motherfucker. No fucking dollar bill is worth being treated like you're not fucking human. I don't give a fuck who you are. I've probably said about 1 million fucks in this video, and I told you I got a potty mouth, so sorry. Again, that's why I marked this video as not for children, but we all have to take a stand. We cannot sit here and let employers treat us like shit and get away with it. If they're holding your money back, you better call a fucking lawyer. You better not go back to that job until they fucking give you your money. Call a lawyer, call the labor board, call the wage and hour, call an IRS, call whoever the fuck you gotta call. But don't you dare let your employer keep your fucking money and make you feel bad for asking for it. Don't let your employer talk to you like you're fucking stupid and treat you like shit because they're having a fucking bad day. No. You're a person. Your fucking business matters just as much as anyone else's does. If your fucking boss can't have the fucking balls and respect enough to have a sit down with you and be like, hey, listen, there's some unfavorable things going on I need to talk to you about, I need you to work on. If a boss can't do that like it used to happen in the back of the day, hey, listen, you got some things going on. I saw you smoking pot out back. I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that. If you want to smoke at home, smoke on your own time. Hey, listen, man, you took a shit in the toilet and left a steamer on the side. You mind cleaning up after yourself? Or hey, you forgot to take the trash out the other day. I ain't mad at you, but please be sure you're mindful for the next time. People make mistakes. We're not fucking aliens. We're human. We are only fucking human. So if someone makes a mistake and an employer fucking shuns them or treats them some type of way because of that mistake, bro, listen, I fought like hell. I fought so fucking hard and could have cried enough tears to fill the Mariana Trench through the shit that I've been in my life. Everybody goes through something. Everybody. No one person is better than the other. Don't matter how fucking thick your bank accounts are. Your money don't make shit except problems. The more money, the more problems. Everybody knows Puff Daddy, right? More money, more problems. So we need to speak. We need to start standing up and saying, you know what? No, fuck you. You're not going to talk to me like that. I'm here to fucking work for you. I'm here to help you, motherfucker. Do not talk to me like I am shit. I'm telling you, these employers got balls talking to some of these crazy motherfuckers, me included. If you don't know something about somebody and you fuck with somebody just enough, they're going to snap and they're going to lose their shit and probably kill you and your whole fucking family. So don't fuck with an employee that's doing a good job. just because they don't do it the way you like it, sit them down in the fucking office and be like, hey, listen, man, great job, but we need to, touch base on a few things. Don't fucking go up to them in front of a table and be like, hey, go clean that fucking shit up. Cut them the fuck off and get them the fuck out. Bro, you let a fucking manager talk to somebody like that in front of me if I'm dining at their restaurant. I will get right the fuck up and walk right the fuck out. And I will leave the nastiest review for that fucking store. You have no idea. People have no fucking couth and respect anymore, bro. And I'm telling you, things are going to change. Things are going to be bad. And if we don't start fucking speaking up and saying, hey, don't be fucking rude. Listen, these people are just going to keep going and going and going. All the people that have left and tried to save a little trouble for the next girl, they didn't save me shit. I'm having to go through bullshit now, and nobody warned me about nothing. And there's no comments. There's no fucking reviews. Because why? They keep getting taken down. Again, that goes back to the beginning of this video. You say something, you do something, you get fucking reprimanded for it. You speak up, you get shut down. You speak out, you get shut up. Like, there's no fucking rest for the wicked, ladies and gentlemen, and it fucking kills me. But it's okay. It's all right. You know why? Because the sun's still going to rise and it's still going to fucking set. And this world is still going to turn whether we like it the fuck or not. So, don't let somebody walk all over you. Do not let your fucking boss talk to you like you are shit. Stand up for yourself. Tell your boss, fuck you. Don't fucking talk to me like that or I'm going to knock your fucking teeth out. Maybe don't threaten them. Maybe that's not the best thing to encourage. I don't encourage violence. However, I encourage sternment and being very forward and putting someone in their place when necessary. Because if you don't do it now, it's just going to keep on. It's going to be a fucking ripple. It's going to go and go and go and go and go until what? Someone gets fucked. So, anyways, I believe an hour and 17 minutes was suffice enough for me to sit here and ramble on about employers being dicks. But if your money is being withheld and you are not getting a paycheck and your boss won't give it to you or keeps giving you the runaround, call the labor board. Call whoever's in charge of your paycheck. Call the lawyer that's closest to your location that deals with labor and wage and hour and lawsuits for stuff like that. Because they cannot, employer is not, I repeat, not allowed to hold your money. They're not allowed to do that. That is your fucking money. Do not let them keep it. Stand up for yourself. Speak up. You got a problem? Tell them, hey, listen, if I've hurt you or pissed you off, let's talk this out. But you ain't going to sit here and talk to me like that, man. You've been very rude to me, and I don't fucking appreciate it. There's other ways you can talk to somebody without treating them like that. So, if you're a boss watching this and you treat your employees like shit, you better fucking shape up. Because I'm the voice of reason that's going to try to help people that don't have that voice to speak for themselves because they're afraid of assholes like you. If you have abused your staff to the point where they can't even accomplish a simple conversation, they're afraid to even speak to you, you're a fucking asshole. If you have employees that won't even look at you in the face, you've done something. Or they've done something and they're ashamed. But if you've done something, dude, make it right. Just fucking make it right. Stop being an asshole. Make it right. If you're a dickhead employee, stop being a fucking dickhead. People are going to start to get pissed off. And you can only fucking stop somebody for so fucking long before they snap. A branch can only bend so far before it breaks. A cloud can only hold so much water before it breaks. A levee can only withstand so much water before it breaks. Are we finding the trend here? Good. So, do the right thing. Be a fucking nice guy. Don't be a fucking asshole. Stand up for yourself. What you know is right. Even if it fucking hurts, tell people it's not okay. Do not fucking talk to me like that. And go about your merry little fucking way. Life is not easy. Life is hard. Dying is easy. The journey to the end of life and getting to your purpose in life, that is the real adventure. So if you're not enjoying your adventure and you are abso-fucking-lutely miserable to the point of no return at your job, and when you wake up in the morning and you're shaking like a fucking leaf, and you can't even drive straight because your eyes are twitching because you're so fucking mad, don't worry. There is other jobs out there, trust me. It's going to be hard to find the right one that you fit into, but I promise you there is a job out there for everyone. It might not be the right time in the right place, but you're going to come across somebody that is actually going to treat you with the respect and the fucking dignity that you deserve. I know a lot of people are in a position where they're like, dude, I can't fucking leave my job. I have nowhere else to go. Yes, you do. You can go on Indeed. You can go on Monster. You can search jobs hiring in my area. You can do anything except sit there and bitch and complain. You have to stand up for yourself and be like, look, dude, no, not okay. If a boss is a fucking jerk, tell him he's a fucking jerk. Tell him to fuck off. Don't fucking talk to you like that. Just because somebody has a fucking higher position, seniority has nothing the fuck to do with it. Just because you're a manager don't mean you're going to fucking tell me, go over there and clean that shit up. Motherfucker, talk to me like that again. I fucking dare you. It ain't me you got to worry about. But may God have mercy on your soul. So for those of you that are still going through not being able to stand up for yourself because you have some fucking piece of shit boss that treats you like you are nobody, talks to you like you're shit, uses things against you. Every time you bring something in, they're always right behind you like a fly on shit. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Bro, if you don't get the fuck off my tits. So every day it's going to be a new fucking adventure, man. But I'm trying to tell you, if you are with an employee that treats you like absolute shit, that talks to you like you are a fucking dog and looks at you like they want to kill you like mine does, leave. Because that's what I did. And I feel so much fucking better. I'm not allowing somebody to break my fucking pride. Nobody's going to take that shit away from me. I'll be fucking damn. I didn't get here fucking playing little pussy games. No, I worked hard for my shit. And just like the next motherfucker and the motherfucker after that, they're going to work hard for their shit. And if that motherfucker wants to treat them with bullshit, this, and that, and this, and blah, 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 fuck you. Okay, deuces, bitch. 16 fucking employees in and out in 2 months. 16. Hired and said, fuck this. I'm done. I am over this shit. I just fucking can't fathom. But don't let your boss fucking treat you like your shit and make you feel some type of way because you're a fucking person. What you fucking feel in your heart matters. Even if your opinion doesn't match the next fucking jackass, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whose fucking opinion is what. Everybody can have an opinion. It's like an asshole. Everyone fucking has one. If you don't want to fucking believe in someone else because they like Biden, fuck you. Who gives a shit? If you don't like Trump, fuck you too. It doesn't matter. Fuck everybody. If they want to treat you like you're an asshole because of your political views, the way you have a religious outlook on things, it's not fuck you, it's fuck them. They're ignorant. They don't know any better. And they need Jesus, bitch. So just stand up for yourself. And I leave you with, don't be afraid to let somebody know what's going on. If you are in a restaurant, you are in a public place. You don't always have to let somebody know you're recording, but you can record it just in case. If you want to record it because you're trying to build a case on someone, however, you will have to make sure that you make it known, hey, listen, I'm recording you, and they can't tell you no. I mean, they can tell you no, and then you have to stop recording them. But if you're recording for something else, like just recording to record, that's a little different. That's like keeping a recorded journal. You know what I mean? It's kind of there's a loophole in that. Not a lot of people can say that, but there is. There's a small loophole there. You just have to fucking figure it out. But I know what it's like to work for people that are racist against you because of the color of your skin. There's nothing you can do about it because you're afraid if you go to corporate, they're going to fire you. And in Florida, they can fire you for any fucking thing. You could fart on someone and they could fire you and not give you the reason why. This is a really fucked up state. And I cannot wait to leave it. I want to go up in the mountains and build me a fucking mound like them little creepy creatures from Teletubbies. Grow me a huge fucking field of pot. Smoke myself stupid. I don't know how it's possible to overdose, but I could probably overdose on my own weed because I know I can grow a motherfucking plant like a motherfucker, so. And I've tried my own pot, and it's pretty fucking good. But the point is, people are being so fucking stupid nowadays. I just want to get off the grid. Stay the fuck off the planet. Like, is there anywhere I can go where there's no self-service? Nobody. I don't give a fuck about the stank swamp creature. I mean, if you're out in the Appalachian Mountains, like, you're going to fucking deal with some swamp skunk ape or some shit. Smelly, whatever urban legend, fucking creepy crawler. I don't give a shit. But I want to live the fuck. I'd rather live with Sasquatch than live around a bunch of fucking conceited, stuck-up, politically correct, political dwelling fucks that want to sit and choose anger towards another person because of the way that they have a political view or the way that they outlook on life or the way that they do a specific thing. Dude, fuck you if you don't like somebody for what they do. Who gives a shit? They work hard. They do things for their family. They try to be better. Why the fuck do you have to continue being a dick to them? Why do you have to make them feel like, you know what, I'm going to make this asshole feel like shit because I can't fucking stand him. So I'm going to go over here, I'm going to give him a whole bunch of work. And if he doesn't finish it, I'm going to fucking fire him. That's a fucking asshole. Someone that doesn't pay you because they don't like you, that's a fucking asshole. And you can have a field day with that. There's nothing anybody can do or say anymore that's going to make anybody's mind up to be kind or nice to the next person. But I can promise you, if people don't stop in the service industry and the employment industry, if they don't stop being disrespectful to their staff, there's going to be a lot of consequences and repercussions because people are getting tired of being treated like shit. People are getting really fucking tired of being spoke to like a dog when all they're trying to do is work and raise and support their family. Their kid may have fucking diabetes bills. They could have dialysis, cancer, lymphedema, leukemia. Doesn't matter what they have. They're working to support their family and pay their bills. You keep their money, that's a fucking felony, bro. That's a federal offense. You cannot do that. That's like tampering with somebody's fucking mail. Are you stupid? Are you wanting somebody to fuck you up? Because that's what's going to happen. I've always been the kind of person, especially growing up, to take a lot of shit. And I've got a really fucking hard shell. And there's not a lot of things that you can say to me that will piss me off or drive me to the point of going back to prison for snatching you up and beating the living shit out of you. Because of how much I've grown. I was bullied as a child. I was harassed. I was abused. And not by my family, but outside family. And to have to grow up having that on your conscience and then going years building yourself into another person just to fucking be taken down 5 to 10 notches because this person wants to make that person that's been so down and out in their life, they're just trying to make a name and a support, like a system for their family, a foundation. And this employer wants to treat them like shit. It triggers things, man. It's a trigger. That's a trigger for PTSD for me. That's a traumatic experience. And I'll start fucking snapping. I ain't crazy, but I ain't about to sit here and let nobody talk to me and treat me like I'm shit that I work for. No, sir. Absolutely not. I'm here working for you, motherfucker. I'm here helping you. There is nothing ever okay for you to be able to come at me and talk to me like I am shit, bro. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're stressed out about your job? Okay. Go tell your wife about it. Don't fuck with your employee. Don't make them feel like they're doing something wrong because you're having a shitty day. If they ring in a ticket that has a fucking whole list of things because people are allergies and can't have this and can't have that, don't fucking bitch at them. You're there to do a fucking job. So do your fucking job and shut the fuck up. Damn, how hard is that, dude? Fuck. Employers don't know what it's like to have a good employee because they run them all off. the employees that usually stay in a business are the ones that suck ass and suck the dicks of the managers. And those same people are the ones that get to talk to the other staff members like shit. And the moment that staff member that's getting talked to like shit reciprocates with, watch your fucking mouth, they get fired. Again, going back to the speaking out and being shut up. That's a problem. Freedom of speech, motherfuckers. That includes employers and employees. If an employee is being bullied by another employee, that's not okay. In most handbooks, harassment is not okay. Not okay. And I don't know where these employers keep figuring out that speaking to their employees like their shit and harassing them and abusing them mentally and verbally is okay. Or where they come out that that's going to be something that helps their business grow. Bro, you are in the wrong fucking state of mind. Somebody needs to hit you with a fucking 20-pound seasoned skillet and set your ass straight, because you're in the wrong fucking problem and the wrong job description. You're in the wrong place for employment, bro. That job is not for you. It's just too often and too frequent. And now I have a 14-year-old that's growing up, and now she's going to have to deal with this. And if an if a boss talks to my child that she goes to a job, she does a great job, and she is spoke to in a manner where this child contemplates her life, that is abuse. I will not stand for that. If someone talks to my baby the way that I've been talked to in my life, God Almighty, may they have mercy on their soul. Because holy shit, they better pray I'm in a good fucking mood. It's not okay. And for all of us that have kids that are growing up now, this is the reality we have to fucking face, that our kids are going to have to go into work and be spoke to like they are nothing and abused mentally, verbally, emotionally, and maybe even physically by a boss running by and bumping into you just to be a fucking asshole. Bro, you put your hands on me, I'm going to knock your fucking teeth out. That's touching me. You touched me first. I felt like you were, hey, he jumped at me. Shit. Rewind the tapes. He touched me first. And I know he had a problem because we've been having problems. You can't go to your employee and be like, hey, man, or your boss, I'm sorry. An employee cannot go to a boss and be like, hey, dude, I'm having problems with this person. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. 9 times out of 10, they're friends with that person and they like them more than they like you. So what you say doesn't fucking matter. Or, most recently, 2 best friends work for a company. Since they were 4 years old, they've known each other. One gets hired onto a company and becomes GM because her daddy works for corporate. So she gets fucking handed this position. And then she's like, oh my God, gotta hire you, bestie. So she hires this lazy fucking cow, brings her in, promotes this bitch, and then they try to team up and talk shit and treat you like shit. So you can't even go to one person manager and be like, hey, so I know this is your friend and all, but I got a problem. This bitch is talking to me and sabotaging my job. She's not doing her job. I'm coming in. There's trash on the counter. There's roaches everywhere. She's leaving food out. The bar's not done. The shit's not clean. And I'm having to do it. And she's leaving me 4 fucking pages at 3 o'clock in the morning of what I need to do and what I haven't done. Bitch, let me tell you what. I've held my tongue a long fucking time, but not today, Satan. We ain't doing this shit. Take the whole fucking car, God, because I'm about to drive it off a cliff. I'm not. You can't even talk to an employer, and I don't agree with fraternization as far as if it's a husband and wife, that's a little different. But I don't agree with husband and wife being able to. I'm sorry, let me use a different analogy. Best friends. We're going to go back to the best friends because this was my last employer. 2 of these girls, one of them was very mature. The other one was an ignorant fucking idiot. Unfortunately, she had issues that would have issues on her skin, and she wouldn't wear gloves when handling people's food. And some of these people were getting sick. And nobody batted a fucking lash. I spoke up. Oh, no. Maybe you need to go to her and talk to her about that. You're the fucking general manager. Are you stupid? You're the bitch we talk to if we have problems. She's the assistant. She's beneath you. What the fuck do you mean I need to go to her? She's not wearing gloves. That's a fucking health hazard. And a violation. Are you kidding me? Oh, God help me, Jesus. So I physically had to go to my employer and be like, hey, so I've got a problem with this person. This, and this is happening. And then they want to conspire to try to suspend me. But what's funny is I was already cashing out, doing my job and getting ready to leave when they tried to approach me with a suspension. You're trying to suspend me for what? Because I went to you and told you that your best friend has a condition in which she needs to wear gloves when handling food, and that it is a health hazard, and you want to suspend me for arbitration. Okay. I don't know what this bitch went through in school or who trained her, but somebody please come give me a center block to knock this bitch out, because arbitration? What the fuck? All right. So don't worry. They were reported to the Department of Health. So if you have an employer that is doing something that is not okay, you need to do something. If they're doing something that's gross in the business and they're treating you like shit, you can go to the health department. Doesn't matter if they're treating you like shit or not. If they're not going by what they're supposed to be doing, you need to say something. If you say something and they fire you, that's retaliation. That's a fucking lawsuit. That is not okay. If you step up to an employer and you say, hey, listen, man, if I've done something to upset you or do something to piss you off, I'm terribly sorry, but can we sit and talk this out? You know, we're two grown individuals. Let's see what we can figure out here. And then they fire you because you approached them and they felt ornery, like you pissed them off. What you guys, I know there's so many other places in the world that this is happening in. People are absolutely miserable and they hate their lives so fucking much that it's actually showing at their job, to where the employers are treating their staff like shit. The staff is quitting because they're not going to put up with it. But now these employers are holding back checks and keeping people from getting their money to support themselves and their family and pay their bills. That's a fucking lawsuit. You can't garnish someone's wages for that. And an employer damn sure can't garnish your wages unless you like stole something or something and it's been reported to the police, but that's different. So anyways, I just don't think that the way that employers are treating their employees nowadays is okay. The way that people are being spoke to, the way that they are leaving their job at the end of the day in tears, driving like assholes because they had the worst fucking day of their life at work. So they're going to go have road rage and have a shootout in the middle of the fucking I-4 freeway because one asshole got pissed off because the other asshole's just trying to get home. He had a shitty day. You put two angry motherfuckers together, you're going to have a storm. So there's ways to speak to your employer. There's ways to confront your manager. There's ways to talk to your boss. There's ways to go around being talked to like you are shit. Don't let your employer take advantage of you. Do not let your employer be unkind to you. And if they are, you know, sometimes employers have a bad day. I'm not saying if an employer comes up to you and says, hey, you forgot to clock in, go clock in. Don't fucking swing on him. Don't punch him. That's not what I'm saying. But if you are physically being like violated and abused verbally, mentally, and emotionally, and you are being treated like shit by your employer, they're talking to you like, go get that shit and clean it the fuck up and get them the fuck out. You can always tell in the tone of someone's voice and their body language who they are and how they're going to be. I'm a grifter. It's a talent I was born with. I can read a person before it's, I need to paint that nail. I can read a person like nothing. And when I say like nothing, I mean, I'm really good at it. It's nothing to look at a person and be like, you're an asshole. And from the moment that I walked in that building, I could feel the pressure and I could feel the like negativity pressuring on my chest. Like you could cut it literally with a chainsaw. It was so thick, the oppression in that building. So the moment I left every day, it was like, I can breathe. Like I didn't sweat. I didn't feel like I was going to die anymore. I didn't think I was going to have a heart attack. Like employers are causing people to have health problems. That's also a lawsuit, bro. Like, I'm telling you, there is abuse in jobs now. It doesn't matter if you're an at-home boss or you own a construction crew. People are being treated like shit. Workloads are being thrown at people in the fast food industry like they're working in a five-star restaurant and expecting them to, like, get on their hands and knees and scrub shit. Like, but they don't expect it from other people, just people they don't like. That's favoritism. That's wrong. That is fucking wrong. I believe that anybody working in any kind of job should be treated with the same fucking respect the next person's treated with. There should be no favoritism. There should be no, oh, well, he does a better job, so I'm going to give him more. It's not about that. Everybody deserves to have the same fucking respect as the next person. And I'm so, Lord forgive me, goddamn tired of employers thinking it's okay to be unkind to the wait staff and their employees. It's not okay. It's not a fucking okay at all. So I'm going to be the finger that touches the water and makes the ripples that keep going until someone tries to fucking shut me up and shut me down or shut me out or do whatever the fuck they want. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. You're never going to take away the way I feel for my hope, my faith, my family. You're not going to break me. You will not break me. So if you're experiencing the things that I have spoke about for the last hour and 45 minutes in this video, stand up. Because it's not going to stop. It's going to start with you. Just like it's going to start with me. I'm going to touch the water with my voice. And my voice is going to be the ripple that keeps going and going. Because I stand up for you. I support you. I know that you're being treated like shit and it's not okay. I want to be the person that can be like, you know what? No, fuck you, asshole. You don't deserve to be a fucking boss. You deserve to have your ass beat. Somebody don't want cheese on a burger? Who gives a fuck? Oh, I have a gluten allergy. Okay. I put allergy. Oh, well, that's fucking wrong. Listen, bro, I'm doing my job. You don't like it? You put the fucking apron on and walk out here and do it. You go tell them I'm not changing my menu. Dude, it's fucking cheese on a burger. Are you fucking kidding me? Life is a shit sandwich without the bread, ladies and gentlemen. You can either wash it down with coffee or put some fucking ranch on it and swallow it like a fucking load of laundry. On that note, if something can have eyes and cannot see, then something can have a voice and cannot speak, then someone that's an asshole just cannot be. So we all need to stand together and say, we ain't going to take this shit no more. If an employee is dogging you and making it a point to make your life a living hell for no fucking reason, put that fucker in his place. Because you're not going to get fucking anything worse than fired. And when they fire you, welcome it. That's a fucking lawsuit. That's retaliation. You cannot do that. I don't know if everyone in different states are different, but I know the majority of the world, if you fire somebody because you disagree with something and you're retaliating, oh, they made a comment on Facebook about me not paying them, so I'm going to fire them. Well, if you're going to fire them for you not paying them, that's a little fucking stupid, isn't it? It's a little bit contradicting. They simply want their money. So they're making sure that the next person doesn't have that problem. They didn't say your name. They didn't slander your name. They didn't do shit. Just give them their fucking money. If somebody makes a bad review on Google and they see the name, they're going to delete it. They're going to be like, oh, no, this doesn't exist. I promise you, if you go on a business and on Google, and you look on Google, there's going to be nothing from a disgruntled employee that says, do not go into this business and try to work. This guy is a fucking asshole, because they can delete the comments. So nothing that you say matters. So you're going to have to physically put your phone on record in a public place and be like, hey, I just want to let you know the way that you're talking to me, that's a no bueno, bro. I'm not going to allow you to do that. I work hard for you. I've done everything I can. I've worked in this company for 4 fucking years. You've treated me like shit in the last 3, and I haven't done shit wrong. I want to know what the fuck the problem is. You know, put your big boy and girl pants on. Put them big boy and girl shoes on. Show them what the fuck you're made out of, and don't fucking let them take that away from you. Because the more and more employees are given that little bit of seniority and that stretch, that promotional, oh, I can do this now, they're just going to keep getting worse and fucking worse and worse. You see what's happening in the government and the fucking judicial system and the fucking acts of Congress just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Unless we do something about it, nothing's going to fucking happen. So I hope each and every one of you know just how valued you are. For me as a person, I understand you. I know what you're going through. I experience it every single day, but you're going to have to be strong. If something is illegal going on through the business, you need to speak up and speak out and do something. I promise you there is an answer to whatever it is that you are experiencing. And I hope that if anybody is going through some of the shit, like I said earlier, that I was going through, that maybe some of the resources that I've given you with what you can do, what little bit you can do, filing a Better Business Bureau report for tax evasion. You can go on the IRS and fill out a 39AB form or some shit like that, or 398A form or something like that. It starts with a 3 and ends with a letter. Or call the labor board and report that they're not giving you your full hours, or the whoever signs your pay does your paychecks, whether it's ADP or some of the other ones. Call them and tell them you're not getting your money, but it's there and they're just not, you know. There's always something that can be done. But if someone's doing something illegal, that's when you need to be like, all right, motherfuckers, we ain't going through this shit. You better come get them, Satan, because if they don't, I'm gonna fucking send them your way. They motherfucking got a death wish if they fuck with me. That's all I got to say. But just know that you matter. You're not going through this shit alone. We are going to get through this. I appreciate each and every one of you that actually watched this video. I'm not here to piss anybody off. I'm not here to make anybody feel less of a person than what they are. But if you are an asshole boss, get your shit together and stop treating your fucking employees like they're shit. Just fucking stop. Okay? Everything's going to be okay. People are going to start showing their true colors when you least expect it, and you are going to have a backbone to stand up for yourself. With that being said, I love each and every one of you. I promise everything is going to be okay. Just hold on tight. Take a deep fucking breath. And swing hard if you have to. Give them the old double dutch. Doo-doo. Just kidding. I don't condone violence. But I do hope that each and every one of you have an awesome night. Tomorrow is Labor Day, strangely enough, ironically enough. So for those of you that are lucky enough to have it off, enjoy it. I fucking love you guys. I will be back on here. I'm not sure soon, or I'm not sure when, but I'm going to do my best to do another one tomorrow. So just keep your eyes peeled. If this is something that you want to continue watching, great. If there's something that you want me to bring up that you want to talk about and discuss, I promise there is no subject that I will not say no to, okay? We will do sex trafficking. We will talk about, we'll talk about anything. I don't give a shit what we're going to talk about, but we're not going to argue back and forth about politics. That's where I draw the line. We're not going to do anything about politics. We're not going to do anything about religion. The only thing we're going to talk about is the occult, CIA, aliens, conspiracy, exactly what it says in the title, touchy fucking subjects. That is what I'm here for. I'm here to disclose things that I go through in a personal experience and give reference to what I have experienced and what I have done to get through these things in my life. And I'm hoping that somehow, some way, this video can help another person. But do not let your bosses treat you like shit. Don't let them keep your money. Do not let them abuse you verbally and mentally and emotionally, because it's not okay. Abuse is not okay. Mental health is fucking real. And I stand behind mental health 1,000 fucking %. I love you guys. Have an awesome and safe Labor Day. If you drink, please have somebody come and get you. Do not drink and drive. Arrive alive. I love you guys. Catch y'all on the flip side.